Ipikit ang iyong mga matang maniwalang kaya mo. Haharapin, lalaban, walang susuko. Makakarating hanggang dulo. Maraming tanong, paano ba ito? May pag-alinlangan, may pagdududa. Kailangan lang tuklasin ano ba ang kaya mo. Ngumiti ka lang, bagong pag-asa'y naghihintay. Huwag kang matakot, kaya mo, kaya mo. Nagdadalawang isip, nanginginig, tumutulo ang luha, nagagalit. Gusto ko na lamang pumikit, pipilitin kong kumapit. Pangangamba ko'y mawawalan na, nararamdaman ng panibagong pag-asa. Ito na ang simula, bahagari nakikita na. Ngumiti ka lang, bagong pag-asa'y naghihintay. Huwag kang matakot, kaya mo, kaya mo. Ngumiti ka lang, bagong pag-asa'y naghihintay. Huwag kang matakot, kaya mo. Kaya mo. Ngumiti ka lang, bagong pag-asa'y naghihintay. Huwag kang matakot, kaya mo, kaya mo, kaya mo. Ipikit ang iyong mga matang maniwalang kaya mo. Haharapin, lalaban, walang susuko. Makakarating hanggang dulo. Maraming tanong, paano ba ito? May pag-alinlangan, may pagdududa. Kailangan lang tuklasin ano ba ang kaya mo. Ngumiti ka lang, bagong pag-asa'y naghihintay. Huwag kang matakot, kaya mo.
Alright, and we are live, mga kaguro. Good evening po sa inyong lahat. And of course, welcome back to Gurong Pinoy. Hello sa lahat ng members ng Team Pavlov. Malapit na po yung ating licensure examination for teachers. Ilang tulog na lamang po, no? Just less than 2 months, no? So if you can imagine, we have started, I think, in August, if I'm not mistaken, August, September, no? Right after the September na licensure examination for teachers, nagsimula na po tayo ng ating refresher refresher, no? And so, kapag ka ikaw po ay newbie, kapag ka ikaw po ay bago miyembro, napakarami pa po ng ating mga videos na nandyan po sa ating exclusive group. Balikan niyo po yung lahat, no? Balikan pong lahat ng ating videos since we started, no? From our orientation until our refresher videos until right now, no? So papunta na po tayo doon sa ating mga mas mabibigat na videos, mas mabibigat na discussion. Of course, we have just recently opened, no? Kanina lamang po, we have already opened our final coaching group. So kung feeling nyo ay hindi nyo kaya talaga, no, yung ating pong full membership, po pwede naman po kayong humabol by becoming a member of our final coaching group. Ano nga ba yung mga kasama sa ating final coaching, no? So meron po tayong pre-board, meron po tayong final coaching. Of course, we also have our matinding classified files, no? Ito po yung pinakang prized possession po talaga natin dahil of course these are all coming from the feedback of our students. So sigurado that these are the items that you would 90%, 95% find in your actual LET. No? And of course, right after that, the day prior to your LET, you are going to have your good luck mass. And of course, the Friday prior to your LET, you will have your last minute tips. No? So if you'd like to join Team Pavlov, we are still open for new members. Po pwede pong full membership. Po pwede din po sa ating final coaching group. So again, if you'd want to become a member, very easy. Mag-send lamang po ng message dito po sa Facebook page kung saan po kayo nanonood at this moment. Okay? So still, we have our incentives. No? Meron pa rin po tayong papremyo ng 300,000 pesos for our top one for March 2024. Just like Ma'am Trilbe of the previous season. No? Kayo na kaya ang makakakuha ng 300,000? We have 200,000 pesos for our top two. And of course, we have 100,000 pesos for our top three. No? So hindi po masama at hindi po nagiging bato ang pera dito sa Gurong Pinoy. It's real, it's true. And si Ma'am Trilby po ay nagbagong taong merong 300,000 pesos. Sana all. Okay? So again, good evening po sa inyong lahat. Good evening po. And of course, paki-like na po, paki-love, and of course, paki-share na po ng ating video. We will be starting in a few minutes. Now, let me just show you our calendar of activities now. So today is the 19th of January, and of course we are having our Prof Ed. Then tomorrow and Sunday po, ongoing pa rin yung ating majorship mid-review. That's going to be part 4. We also have our CSE, no? So if you'll be taking the civil service examinations naman po pwede rin po mag-join sa aming CSE review programs, both for Prof and also for sub-Prof. Then of course, on Monday and Wednesday next week, Prof Ed pa rin po tayo, magkasunod po yan. Then Gen Ed Science, we are going to have our guest lecturer, isa din po sa ating mga kaguro dati, isa din sa ating mga naging estudyante dito, si Ma'am or si Coach Reglin. No? Then right after that, of course, we continue with the mid-review for our majorship. Then on the 29th of this month, we will have Coach Alexis for your Gen Ed Filipino. Then right after that po, on January 31st, we will be opening your LET majorship pre-board. Pre-board na po for our majorship. Then for our Gen Ed and Prof Ed, we will have our mid-review na exams na. No? So for our mid-review sa ating pong Gen Ed and Prof Ed, meron din po tayong incentives. No? So we will have 5,000 pesos for our top 1, 3,000 for our top 2. Now, of course, top 3 would be receiving 2,000 pesos. No? So just recently, no, we have awarded our top 1 sa diagnostic test. That's Ma'am Shiraz. She received 10,000 pesos naman po as our papremyo. Okay? So again, napaka-enjoyable po na matuto dito with Gurong Pinoy dahil we always try our best to make your learning fun. Of course, we are also going to give you incentives para naman mas ganahan pa po kayong mag-enroll at of course, mas ganahan pa po kayong mag-review. No? Papunta na po tayo doon sa inyong licensure examination for teachers. Of course, we are also going to have your CSE mock test sa mga magtitake na po ng ating civil service examinations. That's also going to be on January 31st. Okay? So, napaka-busy. Then right after this, we're already going to have our final coaching, no, for majorship, final coaching for our Gen Ed Prof Ed, and of course, classified files, and the last minute tips. Okay? Now, tonight, as I've mentioned, this is Prof Ed. So again, please do like, love, and share na po ng ating video. Very important that you are sharing our video so that we can reach out to more people. And of course, just like every time that we have our live stream, we are all going to start with our opening prayer. So samahan niyo po ako mga kaguro. Dear Lord, I come to you to ask for your guidance and direction in this study session. I ask that the Holy Spirit fill me with strength, creativity, and understanding to get through my studies without difficulty or sin. Help me hold my focus and attention. Help me to retain all that I learned. Please make my mind sharp and keep distractions at bay. If any part of my studying is weak or lacking in some way, let it be revealed so that I may correct it. Thank you for this opportunity to learn. Amen. All right, professional education discussion para sa mga mahal nating mga kaguro. Now, if you are ready, I am ready. Again, paki-like, love, and of course, share na po ng ating video. Let us all start with item number 1. Wala bang sound? Si Ma'am Sherilyn Samson, wala daw sounds. Baka po nakamute yung inyong device, Ma'am Sherilyn. Paki-check lamang po. Assalamualaikum sa lahat ng ating mga Muslim brothers and sisters. Si Sir Mahid Ambor, good evening po. Okay, we are ready. Sabi ni Ma'am Carla, sabi ni Ma'am Tess Pichay, we start with question number 1. All right, number 1. Students are their own assessors. Students monitor their own learning, ask questions, and use a range of strategies to decide what they know and can do and how to use assessment for new learning. Would this be letter A, assessment of learning? Letter B, assessment for learning? Letter C, assessment as learning? Or letter D, assessment at learning? Okay, so sana naman alam nyo na to, di ba? Paulit-ulit na po to. No? If you are a newbie, maaring medyo nangangapa ka pa, no? Maaring ngayon ka lamang nag-decide na mag-review, or maaring ikaw po ay self-review at medyo hirap pa rin sa ating professional education. Kapag ka ikaw po ay medyo veterano na dito, nag-umpisa sa ating refresher courses or refresher program, I'm pretty sure na alam niyo na po kung ano yung ating hinahanap for this item. Okay, now what are some of the hints that we have here? Let's take a look at some of your hints. Students are their own assessors. Monitor their own learning, ask questions, use a range of strategies, and know how to use assessment for new learning. No? So kumbaga, yung estudyante yung nag-assess kanyang sarili, no? Kayo dapat ginagawa niyo din ito, no? Ay, nako, Prof Ed. Prof Ed yung aming pinag-uusapan, item number 1. Alam ko ba to? Alam ko ba kung ano yung hinahanap natin for item number 1, no? So you are going to monitor. You are trying to monitor your own learning. So would this be letter A, assessment of learning, assessment for learning for letter B, assessment as learning for letter C, or letter D, assessment at learning? I see a lot of letter C sa ating item number 1, and ang tumpak na choice po dito would be letter C. Tama po yung letter C, assessment as learning. Sa mga medyo naguguluhan pa, anak ko, paano po, coach, no? Bakit po letter C? Ano po bang pagkakaiba ng assessment of learning, assessment for learning, or assessment as learning? Nako, meron pa rin tayong mga kaguro dito nanonood ng mga LPTs na si Sir Nerwin Zerudo. Nakita ko ngayon lamang. No? Hello po, good evening sa ating mga LPTs. All right, what is the hint? No? Ano nga ba yung hint? Paano natin malalaman that this should be assessment as learning? No? Napakadali lamang po. Unahin natin itong assessment for learning. No? Assessment for learning, your choice B. Your hint here is the term for, no? And for there would stand for formative. Formative. Ano nga ba yung formative assessment? You remember your formative assessment? Formative assessment natin, this is done during instruction. No? This is done during instruction. That's formative assessment. No? It is done during instruction. Assessment of learning naman po, your choice A, this is summative assessment. No? So if you say summative assessment, for assessment of learning, this is done after instruction. Pagkatapos mong mag-explain, magturo ng isang unit, then you will be giving them their unit test or their quarter test, their periodical test, your bigger types of tests. No? These are your summative tests. Okay, so that's your assessment of learning. And of course, ang ating choice C, which is the right choice here, assessment as learning. As learning, your hint would be the letter S. This this is self-assessment done by the students themselves. Okay? And so, kaya nga po, letter C ang ating tumpak na choice for item number 1. So, sana po klaro na. For learning, formative assessment done during instruction. Of learning done after assessment, after teaching, no, after instruction, that's summative assessment. Then of course, as learning, letter S, the self-assessment by the students themselves. Okay, so letter C ang ating pong tumpak na choice for item number 1. All right, we go to item number 2. Sir Jose, good evening po, and congratulations, of course, sa ating mga LPPs. Okay. Number 2, its goal is to monitor student learning to provide ongoing feedback that can be used by instructors to improve their teaching and by students to improve their learning. Would this be letter A, diagnostic assessment? Letter B, formative assessment? Letter C, summative assessment? Or letter D, placement test? What is our choice? This is very much related to item number 1, but I did not mention any of the things that you find sa ating pong question because of course that would be giving away our answer, no? So hindi ko minention yung kanina sa ating discussion. But what are we trying to look for in item number 2? Let's take a look at your hints. Its goal is to monitor student learning to provide ongoing feedback. Continuous feedback can be used by instructors to improve their teaching and by students to improve their learning. No? So kumbaga, while it is happening, while it is ongoing, while the teaching is ongoing, the students can use this to improve their learning. Okay. Hindi ko pa siya gets, no? So hindi ko pa alam ito. And so I might have to tweak and so on and so forth, no? I have to focus on this topic. At pwede rin po siyang gamitin ng ating mga teachers to improve their teaching, no? So, kunwari, nakita ng teacher sa results na hindi nila na-gets masyado kung ano yung mga reactants and products ng photosynthesis, ano yung relationship ng photosynthesis sa cellular respiration, ano yung pagkakaiba. And so I think I have to reteach the topic. Okay? So what do you think is the right choice here? I see letter B is now formative assessment. And ang tumpak na choice po natin dito would be letter B. Tama po yan, no? Ongoing feedback during instruction. Ongoing feedback happens during instruction, and so formative assessment, assessment tuloy, Bisaya, okay. Formative assessment po ang ating hinahanap. Alright, so letter B, tumpak for item number 2. Wow, ang yayabang, di ba? Ang gagaling nyo na po. No? I'm very proud of you, okay? So you should also be proud of yourselves. No? So tap yourselves on your shoulders. No? I'm so proud of you, self. No? So kayang-kaya mo yan, self. Ayan na, self. Nakikita ko na yung improvement, self. No? From the time that we started our review, wala akong alam sa Prof. Ed. No? Gulong-gulo ako. Ang sakit sa ulo ng Prof. Ed. Hindi ko alam kung paano sasagutin yung mga questions. But now I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I see the hints now. And now our profit items are already becoming very easy. No? So good job, self. Okay? So that would be formative assessment for you all. All right? Now what about the rest of our choices? So again, when you say diagnostic assessment naman po, diagnostic assessment is given prior to instruction. Now, prior to instruction or bago mag-instruction, binibigay mo po yung inyong diagnostic assessment. Because ang pinaka-goal ng inyong diagnostic assessment would be to measure the strengths and the weaknesses of your students. Yan po, lumalabas po yan sa LET. Now, what is the goal of diagnostic assessment? Why do you need to give a pre-test to your students? Your hint there, of course, would be given prior to instruction, before instruction, and so its goal is to measure the strengths and weaknesses of your students. Okay? Your formative assessment, of course, yung ating pong choice dito, during instruction, ongoing feedback, and it is used to check for understanding of your students and also as guide for the teachers. Okay? So kanina na-explain na natin no, kung paano siyang maging guide sa students natin to improve their learning at paano din po siyang maging guide sa mga teachers natin to improve their teaching. Now, of course, we've also talked about your summative assessment. It is done after instruction, and it is to measure quality and quantity of teaching and learning. Paano nga ba, no? Naituro ko nga ba lahat ng objectives? Na-hit nga ba lahat ng objectives ng ating mga estudyante, no? So, to measure, to check the quality and quantity of teaching and learning, you use your summative assessment and you give that assessment after instruction, okay? Yung placement test mo, this is given prior to enrollment, usually prior to the beginning of the school year, to determine the academic skills of your students para mailagay yung ating estudyante sa kung saang section sila po pwedeng ilagay, no? So sa kung saang section po pwede mong ilagay yung inyong mga estudyante. So that's placement test naman, or kung saang course sila babagay, all right? But here, number 2, letter B, ang ating tumpak na choice. Congratulations! We move on with item number 3. Ay, naku po, napindot. Sana hindi nakita. Sana magbulag-bulagan. Alright, number 3. I'm so sorry napindot. No? Number 3, this component of the CIPP model determines how resources are utilized to achieve program objectives and goals. So this be letter A, context evaluation. Letter B, input evaluation. Letter C, process evaluation. Or letter D, product evaluation. Ayun. Meron pa rin nabulag, no? Ayun. Matanglawin. Meron namang matanglawin, sabi ni Sir Jose. Alright, letter B, no? Nakita nyo na kanina, di ba? Our hints here would be how resources are utilized, okay? So, paano ba i-utilize yung ating budget? Paano natin gagamitin yung ating budget, no? Para ma-achieve natin yung goals and objectives ng programang ito. Ang ating tumpak na choice, of course, would be letter B. This is input evaluation. Let's take a look at our slide. No? Ano nga ba yung CIPP model, Coach? Parang nag-unit, nag-earn ako na units, no? I am a unit earner, sabihin mo, no? A unit earner po ako, Coach, pero never ko pong nakita itong CIPP model, no? I earned my units during the pandemic at hindi ako masyadong familiar with the CIPP model. So, ano nga ba yung CIPP model, no? So, let's take a look at your slide. So, here is your CIPP model, no? So, and your CIPP just stands for the following. C is context, no? Konteksto. Your I is input, kung ano yung bigay mo, no? Ano yung i-contribute mo, kumbaga. P, the first P is process, ano yung proseso, and of course, the last P there would be the product, no? Ano yung magiging produkto, ano yung magiging result, ano po yung magiging outcome, no? So your context here would be your goals. Ano yung goal mo, no? So what are your objectives? What are your goals, no? Which direction are you going to, no? So who are your beneficiaries? Ano nga ba yung kailangan? Ay yung mga resources na kailangan natin, and so on. No? That's the context or the goals of a certain program. Your input, again, ambag. No? So, ambag mo ito. Ano yung plano? Ano yung strategiya na atin pong gagawin? Sino yung mga mai-involve? Sino yung mga magiging members ng committee ito? No? Sino yung committee head, for example? What will be the budget? How are we going to use the budget? So, ito kanina yung ating hinahanap. Kaya po, input evaluation yung ating sagot. No? So, ambag, kumbaga yung input. No? Ambag, oy, hello dyan sa mga, yung ambag sa research ay kanton lamang, no? Pansit, kanton lamang yung ambag sa research. Okay? So, input evaluation po yan, plano, ambag, para maging successful yung isang programa. And then, of course, you have the process, the first P, proseso, action, no? So, ano nga ba yung ating gagawin para ma-reach natin yung goal? Ano yung ating gagawin? Paano natin i-develop itong programang ito? How are we going to implement it? May monitoring ba? Kailan natin kukunin yung feedback? And so on, no? So, that's your process evaluation. And of course, lastly, you have your product evaluation. No? So this is already taking a look at your outcome. No? So produkto. Ano nga ba yung resulta? Naging successful ba yung ating programa? Or hindi ba naging successful yung ating program? What do we need to tweak? What do we need to improve upon? No? So that's your product evaluation. Okay? Ayan, ang bag ko po bumili ng pansit canton. Sabi ko na nga ba, Sir Miguel, may mga papansit canton. Ma'am Julien, no? Pang snack lamang yung ambag. Alright, so again, your CIPP model Context, that's the goal. Input, that's your plan, your ambag. Process, your implementation. Okay, so implementation, actions, development. Of course, product, that would be the results or the outcomes. Okay, so our hint there was the term budget, no resources. How are you going to use the resources? And so ang tumpak na choice was input evaluation, letter B for this item. We move on with item number 4. Ayan, ayan na. This psychomotor skill is shown when a student performs a specific activity repeatedly. Would this be letter A, observing, letter B, imitating, letter C, practicing, or letter D, adapting? What is our choice? Ang bag ko ay pa-cute lamang, sabi ni Sir Johnny Sumbise. Sana all cute. Okay, what are we trying to look for in item number 4? Now, we're talking about your psychomotor domain. Okay, we're looking for that psychomotor skill kung saan yung isang estudyante ay paulit-ulit pong ginagawa, paulit-ulit pong pine-perform ang isang activity, no? So, ang isang action ay paulit-ulit po niyang pine-perform, no? So, ano nga ba yung ibig sabihin nito? If you are repeatedly doing something, then you are, I see a lot of letter C's, and that would be tumpak na you are practicing, okay? So, performing repeatedly, that would be your hint, no? So, paulit-ulit, practice tayo, ulit-ulitin natin hanggang sa ma-perfect natin to, di ba? So, practicing your drills dito po sa Gurong Pinoy, no? That's part of your practicing, all right? So, practicing, letter C, ang ating pong tumpak na choice. Now, let's take a look at our discussion. So, here are the different parts of your psychomotor skills, the different levels of your psychomotor skill. The first one, the one at the bottom, is observing. No? So, observation lamang. You're using your senses, your 5 senses. Specifically, no, your sense of sight. No? So, tinitingnan mo siya na maigi kung paano niyang ginagawa yung isang bagay. No? So, ang atin pong mnemonics dito ay, oy, isa pang akap, di ba? Gusto niyo yan? Oy, isa pang akap, di ba? Observing, initiating or imitating, parehas po yan. Practicing for letter P, and of course, adapting for letter A. No? Oy, isa pang akap, observing, imitating, practicing, and adapting. No? So these are the different levels in your psychomotor skill. So again, we were talking about observing a while ago, no? So this is the active mental attention to a physical activity. So you are trying to observe. Kunwari, gusto mong maging magaling na volleyball player, or gusto mong maging magaling na basketball player, no? Or kung maaari, or pwede din naman, no? Ikaw ay mahilig gumawa ng TikTok videos, no? At ayun, merong usong TikTok dance, for example, no? So you try to observe first, no? Observe mo muna siya, titingnan mo kung anong ginagawa ni Marian Rivera sa kanyang video, no? So that's observing, active mental attention to a physical activity. Now, next one, you have initiating, no? So initiating. Ano nga ba yung ibig sabihin ng initiating or imitating? This is an attempt to copy a physical behavior. So now, since you have already observed the different actions done by Marian Rivera, now you are going to imitate the actions, okay? Or initiate the actions. Ayan. Sayaw-sayaw ka din dyan, no, ng actions ni Marian Rivera. Now, after that, for you to perfect those actions, you need to, of course, do those actions repeatedly. And that is what we call practicing. No? So yan na kanina yung ating hinahanap sa item number 4. And of course, the last one here would be adapting. Ano nga ba yung adapting? You are fine-tuning. Meron ka ng tinitweak, meron ka ng, may terms dito yung mga dancers natin, di ba? Polishing. Polishing na yung tinatawag mo dito. Fine-tuning the skill and making minor adjustments to attain perfection. Okay? So, kunwari, ay, medyo hindi ako timing sa music, no? Sa beat ng music, kailangan kong i-fine-tune or I need to make certain adjustments to my dance moves. No? So, those are the different different psychomotor skills on different levels. So again, oy, isa pang akap, observing, imitating, practicing, then adapting. But here, we were looking for letter C, practicing. Practicing ang ating pong tumpak na choice. Okay, we go to item number 4. Number 5, sorry, number 5 na pala, no? Coach Meg, kanino pong model? Number 5, no? Kaninong model ito? Ito po ay kasama sa ating 3 domains, of course, no? Kasama pa rin po sa inyong psychomotor domains. Okay, number 5. This is the lowest of the levels in affective domain. This here, for number 5, we are talking about your affective domain naman, no? Letter A, responding. This is a very common let item, no? So sana memoryado na po natin ito. Letter B, receiving. Letter C, characterization. Or letter D, organizing. What is our choice for item number 5? I see a lot of letter B is receiving. Tumpak kaya ang letter B for item number 5? Letter B, receiving. Letter B, receiving. Okay, so again, we are looking for the lowest of the levels in affective domain. Lowest level in affective domain. You remember affective domain, no? RRVOC, di ba? RRVOC. So what are the levels again? And what is the lowest? And of course, ang tumpak na choice natin dito would be letter B, receiving. Tama po yan, no? Receiving, letter B, ang ating tumpak na choice for number 5. So here are the different levels sa ating affective domain, no? So this was by David Crathwell ito, no? So receiving, responding, valuing, organization, characterization. Okay, so what is the first step or the first level here? When you say receiving, you are just willing to pay attention. Hindi ka pa nasagot. Wala ka pang reaction. Kunwari, no, bigyan natin ng sitwasyon, no? Bigyan natin ng scenario. Kunwari, ikaw ay pinagalitan ng inyong nanay sa mga fresh grad ito, na mga kakagraduate pa lamang sa universities. And of course, you are now preparing for your licensure examination for teachers. At ikaw ay napagalitan ng inyong nanay dahil ikaw ay date ng date, no? Palagi kayong may date ng inyong jowa, di ba? So sabi ng nanay mo, oy, mag-aral ka naman, no? Mag-review naman, review din, wag naman puro date lang. Okay? So, the first time that your nanay is trying to talak, no? Nagdanag yung nanay mo, nagsasalita yung nanay mo, or maaari namang hindi ka pinapagalitan, pinapayuhan ka lamang ng nanay mo, pero wala ka pang reaksyon, okay? Wala ka pang tugon sa kung ano yung sinasabi ng nanay mo, but you are just listening to what it is that she's trying to tell you. That will be receiving, okay? So, receiving, no? Pinapakinggan mo lamang yung sinasabi ng inyong nanay. Dapat willingness na you are willing to pay attention, hindi yung nagbibingi-bingihan ka, no? So hindi po yun receiving kapag ikaw ay nagbibingi-bingihan. Now the next step would be responding, di ba? So sinabi ng nanay mo, review din pag may time, wag puro date lang, no? So when you try to react or you try to comply, no, nung sinabi ng nanay mo, the first time that she said it, you were just receiving it. Then when you went inside your room, ay nako, yun na. Nag-open ka na ng inyong laptop, for example, or phone, at hinanap yung YouTube channel ng Gurong Pinoy, or pumunta ka sa Team Pavlov at nag-review, nag-scroll, then that would already be responding, di ba? So you are already reacting voluntarily. Yan po yung pinaka-importanting term dyan, no? You are reacting voluntarily, hindi sa pilitan. Okay, hindi sa pilitan. Nag-respond ka na voluntarily, no? So gusto mo, no? Sariling gusto mo na okay, sige nga, may point yung nanay ko na malapit na yung let. I only have less than 2 months, no? So I think I have to start taking my review seriously. So ayun na, magbubuklat ka na ng Team Pavlov. Now next one is valuing. Valuing, what is valuing? You try to accept na okay, napaka-importante that I am trying to review. The let is very important, and for me to pass the let, it is very important, and it is it's indispensable that I study, no? So kailangan ko talaga mag-review para maipasa yung let, no? So the moment that you accept the truth, the moment that you accept the fact na kailangan mong gawin yung isang bagay, kailangan mong i-love yung pagre-review, that would already be the next level, which is valuing, no? So ikaw mismo nagva-value na, ikaw mismo binibigyan bigyan mo na ng importansya ang inyong pagre-review. Okay? Now, next one, organization, rearrangement of value system. This time, you are already prioritizing your review. No? So, kunwari, nagre-review ka at sinabi ng inyong jowa, oy, manood tayo ng Rewind. Ayan, si Marian Rivera na naman. Hindi po ako fan ni Marian Rivera. Ha? Ano lang, ang tawag dito, coincidence lang na puro Marian Rivera tayo. No? So, when you say organization, you are already prioritizing what's more important for you. No? So sabi ng jowa mo, oy, manood tayo ng Rewind. Malapit na matapos yung showing na Rewind. Tara na. Okay? But you know that we have our live discussion tonight. No? So sabi mo sa jowa mo, I am so sorry but I need to prioritize my review. I am so sorry but I need to study for the LET. No? So now you have organized your value system. Now you know which one to prioritize. No? So that's organization. And of course, the last level that you have there is characterization. This one, incorporate mo na yung value into your life. No? Kahit na walang nagsasabi sa'yo, kahit na meron pang parties, kahit meron pang temptations, no? Alam mo na kung ano yung kailangan mong gawin. It's already imbued into you, no? Characterized na ang pagre-review for you. Okay? So, reviewing here was just our example, no? But you can use this for any other value that you may think of. Okay? But here, letter B, receiving po ang ating tumpak na choice. Ayan, challenge sa Feb 14. Ay nako, abangan nyo po, Feb 14, magkakaroon tayo ng pre-board for Gen Ed and Prof Ed. Akala nyo ha? Akala nyo makakapag-date-date kayo? Meron po tayong pre-board for Gen Ed and Prof Ed sa Feb 14. Okay? So, abangan nyo po yan. Alright? And some tumpak na choice again here was letter B, receiving. We go to item number 6. It is an impression that one is capable of performing in a certain manner, or attaining a certain goal, or attaining certain goals. It is a belief that one has the capabilities to execute the courses of actions required to manage prospective situations. Would this be letter A, self-care? Letter B, self-sustainability? Letter C, self-attainment? Or letter D, self-efficacy? What do you think is the right choice for item number 6? Ayan, basahin ko lamang po. Assalamualaikum, Ma'am Mek, and good evening everyone. Sa mga nagre-review ngayon sa Gurong Pinoy, nasa tamang review center kayo mga kaguro. Manifesting LPT sa lahat ng Team Pavlov. Huwag susuko sa pangarap tulad ko. Nakatatlong failed ngayon at bukas off-taking namin sa Zamboanga City. We love Gurong Pinoy, walang sawang pasasalamat. That's coming from Sir Rolinson Julpi or Hulpi Ambabang LPT. Maraming salamat. And first, congratulations po. Lalong-lalo na sa ating mga retakers na ngayon, of course, ay ganap na pong LPTs. We are very happy and of course, we are very proud of your success, no? And of your becoming licensed professional teachers, no? Ayan, Feb 14 daw po, pupunitin na lang yung kalendaryo. Walang date sa Feb 14. Meron pong pre-board. Okay? Meron po tayong pre-board sa Feb 14. Okay, ala. Letter D at letter C. Okay, maraming letter D at letter C. Balikan natin yung ating question. No? Balikan po natin yung ating question. It is an impression, no, feeling mo that you are capable of performing. You are capable of performing in a certain manner or attaining certain goals. It is your belief that you have the capability to execute the courses of actions required to manage prospective situations. So what is this, no? What is this? Feeling mo, kaya mo, di ba? Kaya ko na, no? Na-fail man ako 3 times, 5 times, several times when I took the LET before, but now I know that I am already capable of passing the LET. Kaya ko na to, no? I am capable. This is my impression. This is my belief that now I already have the right tools, that now I already have the right skills, no? To pass the licensure examination for teachers. And this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call letter D. This is self-efficacy. Tama po yan. Letter D, self-efficacy po ang ating hinahanap. Okay? So letter D. Hindi po self-care, pag-aalaga sa sarili lamang ang self-care, di ba? So usually we'd say self-care for mental health. Nauso ito during the pandemic, no? Self-sustainability, you continuously grow hanggang sa ma-attain mo na kung ano yung gusto mo, no? Rurok ng tagumpay mo itong self-attainment. But when you say you are believing or you have this certain belief that you are capable of doing something, then this is what you call self-efficacy. Okay? So self-efficacy po ang ating hinahanap dito. Ano nga ba yung self-efficacy? No? Efficacent lamang po yung alam ko, Coach Mek. Okay? Ano nga ba yung self-efficacy? Now, this idea here came from Albert Bandura, no? Isa sa mga behaviorists natin, yung nagbigay sa atin ng social learning theory, di ba? So, according to Albert Bandura, there are certain factors para magkaroon tayo ng self-efficacy, para magkaroon tayo ng kumbaga believe sa ating sarili na kaya na nating ma-achieve ang certain goal in our life, no? So what are these factors? Unang-una, performance experience. From your past experience, maaring meron kang na-learn, maaring nagka-gain ka ng confidence para ngayon ay isipin mo na kaya mo nang maipasa yung LET. Kunwari, no? Pumapasa ka na sa ating tests dito sa Gurong Pinoy. Remember, no, many of our students would say na mas mahirap po yung ating quizzes kesa sa actual LET, which is good, di ba? Kesa naman sobrang dali ng ating quizzes dito, tapos napunta kayo sa LET ay na-shock kayo, di ba? So nawindang kayo dahil sobrang hirap ng mga questions. So kahit si Coach Toto, ayan, nakikita ko si Coach Toto. Kahit si Coach Toto, di ba, sinabi ni Coach Toto sa inyo, siguro once, twice, thrice lamang siyang nag-top, no? Although andyan siya lagi sa top 20, no? So kahit po hindi kayo minsan nakakapasa sa ating test, okay lang po yan. Importante po tayo'y natututo, especially during the time that we already have our discussion. Okay, so performance experience, your past experience can teach you a lot of things. Your past experience would give you more confidence, that boost to think that you can already do a certain thing. Okay, so that's performance experience. Next one, vicarious experience. Pag sinabi mo vicarious, this is not your own experience. Hindi mo personal experience. Experience po ito ng tao sa paligid mo, ng mga tao sa paligid mo. But through them or through their experience, kung sila man ay naging successful or kung sila man po ay na-fail, you learn from those experience. So hindi lamang sa experience mo mismo, no? Kahit sa experience ng ibang tao, po pwede ka pong mag-learn. That's your vicarious experience. Minsan po nalabas din ito sa LET, no? What's the meaning of vicarious experience? So which among the following is an example of vicarious experience? So dapat po alam ninyo kung anong ibig sabihin ng vicarious experience. So again, that's not your personal experience, but this is the experience of the people around you, and you learn from their experience. Okay? Next one, social persuasion. So this is the influence of the people around you. This is coaching. This is feedback, no? Kung anong sinasabi namin sa inyo, kung ano yung mga pep talk namin sa inyo, no? Kung ano yung tinuturo namin sa inyo, the feedback coming from us, kung ano yung nakikita nyo na, may improvement na, sabi ni Coach, ganitong gagawin, sabi ni Coach, ganyan, di ba? So, that's social persuasion. When someone or people in your society are already giving you feedback and coaching, we would term that as social persuasion. Okay, next one, imaginal experience. This is manifesting, no? So, ito po yung hashtag manifest, okay? Imaginal experience, visualizations of future success. So, di ba, minsan nagpo-post kami na write your name, comma, LPT, because we'd want you to imagine that your names are going to be on the list of our passers, di ba? Are going to be on the list of the LET passers. Okay, so that's hashtag manifest. Ito pong imaginal experience. Of course, the last one that you have here is physical and emotional state. Experience of physical and emotional sensations. So, dapat po love ninyo kung anong ginagawa ninyo, no? Dapat po wala tayong sakit, dapat po nasa magandang modo tayo habang tayo nagtitake ng LET, no? Kaya palagi namin sinasabi, dapat po wala kang kaaway kapag ikaw po ay nag-take ng LET. So sabihan muna si jowa, si asawa, wag muna tayong mag-away, no, on the day of the LET or that week prior to the LET. wag po munang mag-away. Bawal po muna yung LQ. Kung meron ka mang katrabahong kinabibisitan mo, meron ka mang katrabahong kaaway mo, makipag-peace ka po muna. Kung hindi talaga kaya makipag-peace, manalangin, magdasal para po at peace ka habang ikaw ay nagsasagot sa inyong licensure examination for teachers. So baka habang ikaw ay nagsasagot, yung itsura ng inyong kalaban, no? Yung inyong kinabibisitan, yung lumabas sa papel, no, na sinasagutan mo. Okay, so you have to have the sense of calm, peace, no? So dapat wala ka pong ibang problema, wala ka pong ibang iniisip habang ikaw ay nagtitake ng let. Okay, so that's according to Albert Bandura. These different factors would help us attain self-efficacy, the belief that we can do it. Okay, so what we learned from our own previous experience, what we learned from other people's experience, the coaching, the pep talk coming from people around us, manifesting that we are going to be successful, and of course, being at peace when you are trying to reach that goal. Okay? So letter D, self-efficacy po ang ating tumpak na choice here. All right, we go to number 7. It is a self-perception of whether success and failure is controlled by the student or by external influences. So this be letter A, self-esteem. Letter B, locus of control. Letter C, preferences. Or letter D, motivation. What is our choice? Ayan, si Sir Win Talamayan, Pastor Win, no? Ito pa po yung nag-pray during their last minute tip, no? Hi, Coach Mac, nakakamiss po boses ninyo. Nakuha ko na po lisensya ko kahapon sa PRC. Walang hanggang pasasalamat sa ang aking sasambitin sa inyo at sa buong Gurong Pinoy. To all Team Pavlov, tama ang review center na sinalihan ninyo. Siguradong pasado na kayo sa March. Maraming salamat. And of course, congratulations, Pastor Win Talamayan, LPT. Okay, what is your choice for number 7? Ano kaya ang ating tumpak na choice for number 7? Nako, letter B. Letter B kaya ang ating tumpak na choice here? Letter B, tama kaya ang letter B, no? Letter B. So again, kung ikaw po hindi pa member ng Gurong Pinoy's Team Pavlov, no? So wag po kayong maguluhan sa mga pangalan ng ating teams, no? Ang Team Pavlov po is simply the team that we have that will be taking the LET in March of this year, no? So after 2 months, no, they will be taking the LET. So kung ikaw po hindi pa miyembro, very easy to become a member, no? So what are the perks of becoming a member dito po sa Team Pavlov? You can rewind, you can replay the full video. Hindi po napuputol yung video natin dyan sa Team Pavlov. Dire-diretso po yung video. You can answer our online quizzes, no? So meron po tayong quizzes na online. And of course, po pwede nyo pong i-play yung ating video na kompleto and po pwede nyo pong i-download ang aking PDF later. Okay? So become a member of Team Pavlov. Hindi po kayo magsisisi, no? We are the #1 online review center for the LET, of course, our civil service examination. So just send a message to this Facebook page, no? If you are watching us on Facebook, mag-send lamang po kayo ng message dito sa ating Facebook page. Sa YouTube channel naman po, no, mag-send din po kayo ng message later. Punta po kayo sa ating Facebook page. If you are on TikTok, meron na din po tayong TikTok na Gurong Pinoy Let. Hanapin niyo po yan. May mga explanations po doon, mas mahabang videos kaysa sa ating mga reels, no? So mga older videos natin that of course are talking about very important concepts nandun po sa ating TikTok. Okay? So hanapin niyo po kami sa TikTok. That's at Gurong Pinoy Let. And of course, join us in Team Pavlov. Mag-send lamang po na message dito po sa ating Facebook page. Okay, what is our choice? Self-perception of whether success and failure is controlled by the student or by external influences. Ang tumpak na choice natin dito, of course, would be letter B, locus of control. Diba? Locus of control. Ayan si Facebook user, palagi daw team replay, no? Dahil kaka-join lamang ni Facebook user, no? So, welcome po sa ating mga newbies. Mga newbies po natin, hello po. Welcome po kayo dito. Alright, so again, locus of control. Ano nga ba yung ibig sabihin ng locus of control? Sabi ng locus of control, whenever something happens to us, whenever we become successful or we fail, we'd always attribute it to something. No? So, what is your locus of control? If you try to examine yourself, di ba? Mag-self-examine tayo. No? So, tingnan mo ang inyong sarili. No? Try to assess yourself. Which is your locus of control? No? Is it internal locus of control? If you become successful, kung ikaw ba ay nagiging successful, you say, naging successful ako kasi nagtrabaho ako, kasi pinaghirapan ko. No? Kung ikaw ba ay makakapasa sa LET, ikaw ba ay mag-iisip na nakapasa ako kasi nag-review ako sa Gurong Pinoy. Pinili ko ang tamang review center, di ba? At nag-review ako ng puspusan talaga. Nagsakripisyo ako, hindi ako lumabas ng bahay, hindi ako nag-date, hindi ako nanood ng rewind. No? Nag-review ako ng matindi, kaya nakapasa po ako sa ating licensure examination for teachers. Or if you fail, do you attribute it to outside or external influences, external factors? Ito lagi yung iniisip ng mga Pilipino, di ba? Kapag natalo ay dinaya, di ba? Kapag natalo, hindi natin lagi iniisip na, natalo siya kasi medyo kulang talaga. Natalo siya dahil meron talaga mas magaling. Lagi sa Pilipino sinasabi, ay natalo kasi dinaya, di ba? May favoritism, okay? So, which is your locus of control? No? Do you take charge? Do you make things happen? Is it internal? Or do things happen to you? Hinahayaan mo bang mangyari na lamang ang mga bagay-bagay? Ikaw ba'y passive, no? Or are you at the offense, no? Ikaw ba'y agresibo, no? Ikaw ba'y gumagawa lagi ng steps para maging successful ka at hindi ma-fail, okay? So that's the locus of control. Locus of control po yan. All right, we go to number 8. Ito. Which statements represent criterion reference interpretation? Would this be letter A? Lucy did better in solving the linear equation than 80% of representative algebra students. Letter B. Lucy's score indicates that she is able to solve about 2/3 of all one-variable linear equations of such complexity. Letter C. Students who have reached Lucy's level of linear equations usually succeed in the subsequent unit on simultaneous equations with special help or extra time. That is, Lucy is ready to move ahead. Or is it letter D? All of the above. Okay, play safe, no? All of the above na lamang. Okay, what do you think is the right choice? Number 8. Number 8. Ano po ang ating tumpak na choice? Ayan, si Sir Ernest Ibanez, no? Batiin ko lamang po. Totoo po yan, nag-birthday po ako sa bahay noong August with Team Skinner while having our final coaching with Coach Mac. Worth it naman kasi LPT na. Thank you po, Coach Mac at Gurong Pinoy. Congratulations, Sir Ernest Ibanez, di ba? So may mga sakripisyo talaga para po tayo maging LPT. Ay, hello sa mga taga Puerto Princesa. Galing po kami dyan. Napakaganda po ng Puerto Princesa. Maraming salamat, no? It was wonderful experience. Napakaganda, no? So, very pristine pa rin yung mga beaches dyan. The underground river, no? It's amazing. Wala akong masabi. Okay, so hopefully, we can come back soon. Okay, letter B for item number 8. Tama kaya ang letter B for item 8? Tumpak kaya ang letter B? We are looking for criterion reference. Criterion reference interpretation. Okay. Would letter B be the correct choice? Sa ating number 8. Ma'am Yang Alia, good evening po. Okay, so again for number 8, we are looking for criterion reference interpretation. And ang tumpak na choice natin po dito would be letter B. Tama po yung letter B, no? Bakit letter B? Criterion, that means criteria, di ba? Criteria, meron kang standard, meron kang criteria, no? And you are basing or you are trying to assess the performance of a certain student based on your criteria. So sabi dito kasi ng yung letter B, ang score ni Lucy would indicate that she is able to solve about 2/3 of all one-variable linear equations of such complexity. Kaya na ni Lucy, no, na mag-solve ng one-variable linear equations. Mga 2/3 ng problems na to yung kanyang na-solve ng tama. Okay? So that's letter B. Ang inyo pong letter A, Lucy did better than algebra students, no? So you are trying to compare Lucy's performance with the rest of the students. So that won't be criterion reference. That will be norm reference po yan. Ang letter C mo, students who have reached Lucy's level. So you're still comparing, no, the performance of the students with that of Lucy. So that would still be, your letter C would still be norm reference. And so ang letter D mo, likwak na siya. Kasi nga mali yung inyong letter A at C. So hindi pwedeng all of the above yung inyong pong choice. Okay, so letter B is tumpak for number 8. Let's take a look at your slide, no? So again, when you say criterion reference, meron ka pong criteria, okay? So you have your criteria, you have your standards, you are comparing the performance of Lucy with your standards, with your criteria, with your objectives. Walang comparison with the performance of the other students. But when you say norm reference testing po, you are comparing the performance of the student with the performance of the peers, no? With the performance of the group. Okay, so again, as we've mentioned before, your LET is both criterion and norm reference. Bakit criterion reference yung LET? Because you have the GWA, dapat 75% and above, no? Or 75% or above. Kapag ka 74.9 yung inyong pong average, ligwak po yan. Wala pong round off, no? Or round up sa inyong licensure exam for teachers. And the LET is also norm reference kasi po meron tayong top-notchers. Okay? So may comparison din, no? Pagkatapos nilang makapasa, lahat ng mga nakapasa, kino-compare yung kanilang rating, no? So irarank po sila, top 1 is this, now top 1 is Ma'am Trilbit, top 2 is this, and so on. Okay, so the LET again is both criterion and norm reference. All right, we go to item number 9. This is used to assess multiple outcomes simultaneously or for multidimensional outcomes, and each dimension needs to be rated separately, resulting in multiple judgments about an object or performance. Would this be letter A, analytic, letter B, holistic, letter C, any of the two, or letter D, both of these? What is our choice? So again, if you'd want to join Team Pavlov, it's very easy to join. Just send a message to this Facebook page. Okay, I see letter A's. Letter A's, tumpak nga ba ang letter A? No? Sasabi dito ng inyong number 9, you are assessing multiple outcomes. So multidimensional, multidimensional, rated separately. Himay-himay, di ba? Himay-himay. Multiple judgments, okay? And so ang tumpak na choice po natin dito would be, letter A, analytic. Himay-himay, no? Rating separately. Now, what is the difference between analytic and holistic? Let's take a look at the different types of rubrics, no? So, dalawang klase po ito ng inyong rubrics. When you say analytic, yan po yung ating hinahanap dito, separates pieces of an activity. So, himay-himay, individually, and then adds all scores for a total rating, no? It's more process-oriented. Ang holistic rubrics mo, it rates an activity in its entirety, no? Kabuuan, kumbaga, holistic. Kaya po siya tinawag na holistic. It's more product-oriented. So, hindi mo na tinitingnan yung iba't ibang bahagi, pero yung buong produkto na lamang, iisang produkto na lamang. It is used when the components of an activity are too interrelated or for easy division. Because your analytic rubrics, this would take more time, di ba? Mas mabusisi siya. Yung holistic rubrics mo, mabilisan, no? Isang produkto na lamang yung inyong i-assess. So, hindi mo na hinihimay-himay yung bawat dimensyon or yung iba't ibang dimensyon ng inyong produkto. Okay? But here, since we said rated separately, multidimensional, this will be letter A, analytic. Okay? We go to number 10. Roxanne got a score of 89 in her math class. Under what description will this fall? Letter A, outstanding. Letter B, very satisfactory. Letter C, satisfactory. Or letter D, did not meet expectations. What is our choice? What is our choice? Okay, basahin ko lamang. Sabi ni Ma'am Lags Antonio, ngayon na naman ako nakapanood, Mamek, Team Piachay ako rate. Nag-aaral pa ako dati, nanonood na po ako. Kaya nung nag-review ako dito sa Gurong Pinoy, nag-enroll, super galing po talaga ni Ma'am Mek. Salamat naman po. Sayang hindi kami nagkita ni Coach. Enroll na, future LPDs. Ay, from Puerto Princesa, si Ma'am Lags. Good evening po. Good evening. And of course, thank you for your positive feedback. Maraming salamat po. Okay, letter B for item number 10 ng aking nahanap, no? Or ang aking nakikita. Okay, so tama kaya? Ayan, meron ng mga nagbibigay ng ating mnemonics. Okay, Roxanne got a score of 89. No? So 89 yung score ni Roxanne, and we are being asked for the description. Okay, so anong description kaya ito, no? And so ang tumpak na choice natin dito would be letter B. Tama po yan. Very satisfactory. Ayan na, nakikita ko na yung ating mnemonics, no? Di pa sa, very old, no? Di pa sa, very old. What is the meaning of this di pa sa, very old? No? So D is did not meet expectations, and that would be 74 and below. F is fairly satisfactory. Fairly satisfactory is 75 to 79. Then you have satisfactory, which is 80 to 84. V is very satisfactory. That's 85 to 89. No? Kaya po siya ang ating tumpak na choice because yung score ni Roxanne was 89. And of course, O for outstanding for 90 to 100. Okay, so that's di pa sa, very old. Okay, di pa sa, very old. And ang ating tumpak na choice is letter B, very satisfactory for number 10. We go to number 11. What depth and order states the assessment framework for the K-12 curriculum? Letter A, depth and order number 73, series of 2012. Letter B, depth and order number 8, series 2015. Letter C, depth and order number 8, series 2012. Or letter D, depth and order number 73, series